Smith. He is one of the biggest surprises in college football. Achilles, the nation's top-ranked quarterback. And because of his strong right arm, Oregon is unbeaten. But today, Smith is matched against the comeback kid, UCLA's Cade McNown. The Bruins have won a school record 14 games in a row. UCLA is soaring because of McNown. You are looking live at the Rose Bowl in Pasadena, California. Two unbeaten teams averaging 98 points a game between them come together. It's Oregon, UCLA. Get your calculators ready, everybody. Good afternoon and welcome. With Dan Fouts and Jack Arute, I'm Brent Musburger. So nice to have you with us. There are so many subplots to this matchup here today. Let's start with the national championship implications. A UCLA win, they stay right on target for their goal. They want to reach Tempe, Arizona, and the national championship game on the night of January 4th. But if Oregon upsets the Bruins, then, folks, everything goes up in the air because the Ducks jump right into the middle of that championship fray. Neon bulbs ready as we are underway. A low line drive, high hopper. Cooper's got it at the 5, 15, 20. Alley for Jason. And Jason with a powerful return out to the 42-yard line. And here come the Ducks. They lead the pack. They run the draw. Drone smashes to the 9 before he was juggling the ball, and the Bruins say they've got it. UCLA recovers the fumble. Ruben Drones coughs it up inside the 10, struggling for that extra yard. Yank the ball out of Ruben Drones' hands. They go with the play that was called. Brown, tailback, busts a tackle, and he's out. An outstanding receiver is off to McCown's left. Waits the block, delays, goes out. McNown further down the field. First down, UCLA to the 47-yard line. He did not need to bring it back. Takes a deep drop. Fires right, wide open, got him. Touchdown, UCLA, Deshaun Foster, 51 yards. And Deshaun, an excellent receiver, gets open on the far sideline. Breaks a tackle and dashes into the end zone. The Bruins strike first. Young Deshaun Foster set to return this punt. Bad punt. Right straight up in the air. Airborne. Umpire doesn't see it. Going sideways. Bruin coaches waving everybody around. They're 30 yards away from a 2-touchdown. McNown. It's time, middle, caught, hung on at the 4-yard line. Danny Farmer. Down and goal for the Bruins. And they run Foster smashing for the goal line and ball loose. Touchdown, they signal. Line judge says he got it on the second effort. He was not to be denied. The young man now with 2 touchdowns, 1 receiving and 1 rushing. Shows 4 down. Blitz from the linebacking spot. Great pitch by Achilles for the first down. Across midfield. That was a slick move by Achilles Smith. And here's Achilles going to throw back to the left. Waits now patiently. Got him. Weaver for the flag. Touchdown. Finally went to the tight end. It's 20 yards and a touchdown for the Ducks.
The former Redmond Panther at tight end averaging 21 yards per catch.
The tailback in this double tight end formation. It's a throw formation for UCLA. Got Farmer, got him, breaks free. Still going, won't be brought down. 4-yard line, first and goal. Rashad Bowman battling the taller receiver, but the receiver wins it for 49 yards. Chris Saylor. So the Bruins drive stalls after a first and goal at the 4. But Toledo's UCLA team still leads it by 10. 7 and 11. Drones fumbles again. Drones put it down on the Rose Bowl grass, and the Bruins recover it. His second turnover. And UCLA winds up with a short field, and that could be a killer. Kenyon Coleman back for the injured list for Aliati. Going to be a short drop and throw to fade for Farmer. Jump ball, got it. Touchdown, UCLA on the 6-yard fade to the one-time volleyball star. Latimer is the Oregon running back. Akili. He's got Hartley. Got him. Clock stops out of bounds. At the short drop slant. Got Griffin. Griffin breaks it. First down. The clock is stopped. Quickly in college football. Haynes, Hartley, and Griffin is to the short side. They blitz. They come blitz. Akili's got Griffin one-on-one. He's got it. First down and goal. 3 tight ends in the game. Drones and Akili. Akili's rolling. Can he get to the corner? He's got it. He walks into the end zone for the touchdown. Akili Smith, with 1 second left in the first half, scores Oregon's second touchdown. And folks, whatever you do at halftime, you would expect a pass. McNown rolling left, backside pressure. Now comes deep, wide open. Paulie Dixon. He drops a touchdown pass at the 15-yard line. He would have walked in for the score. Deflected, intercepted by Oregon. Picked off by Joyner. Joyner with an alley. Joyner breaks free. Joyner's inside the 20-yard line. The young man from Tucson, Arizona. And there is a penalty flag. He's alongside, and he'll go out to the short side of the field. Drones on first and goal. Touchdown, Oregon.
Will probably have the upper hand.
Well, here's field position, and Drones breaks free for him. 40, 35, 30-yard line. Ruben out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. Nathan Villegas, a 27-yarder for a tie here. And we are all even. Tied at 24. 12:26 to go. Here's Drones against Alioti's defense. Big hole, and Drones explodes. 2 costly fumbles, but he's making up for it. Akili off a play fake. Gonna go down the middle. He's got a touchdown, Oregon. Tony Hartley. 36 yards from Akili Smith. Four down linemen for the Ducks, who keep bluffing with their backers. The 2 outside men come, pinch up tight, hole in the middle, and Brown on the roll across midfield, and he's finally wrestled by Eric Edwards at the 45, but after a 21-yard gain. The gamble doesn't give him a blow. McNown and the Bruins are 45 yards away. McNown's got his man wide open. Paulie Dixon slips, goes for the end zone, down at the 3-yard line he goes. Barker saves the score. First and goal, UCLA. Spot. Lewis, touchdown. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a great college football game. Jason Cooper with a wonderful relief job. Now Drones pounds nowhere. Bruins were ready, and fumble! That's his 3rd of the game. And coming up with it is number 51, Tony White. Ruben Drones turns it over for the 3rd time. Deadlocked at 31. Play fake a little right. Good runner. Looking downfield. Who's going to go for it all? Farmer! Got it! Farmer! Touchdown UCLA!
yards. McNown to Farmer. Holy Toledo. There he is, the comeback kid, Cade McNown. The Heck was setting up the field goal kicker. Bobs away.
One timeout. Keeley knows it. Fires far side. Griffin goes up. Griffin got it. Oh, Griffin juggles it. Second down in 50 seconds. They're going to go for the first down. They barge right straight ahead with Latimer inside the 10. The clock is stopped. Less than 10 yards to go. Oregon needs a touchdown and the extra point to take this one to overtime. Atkins makes the save for Toledo's Bruins.
Now look back and see how important that kickoff out of bounds was that gave Oregon possession at the 35-yard line.
Here's first and goal for Akili. Bruins press, short drop, slant. Got it complete, but Griffin short of the end zone by 2 yards. Now down to 30 seconds. Clock is still moving now. And they'll use their final timeout. And that could affect the outcome of this game. Not having one in your pocket right now. And your
right hash mark for Akili Smith rolling to the right.
Akili rolls, backside pressure, fires, Griffin got it. Touchdown Oregon! An extra point away from a tie. Damon Griffin. And Oregon will go to a short man. And the Bruins have got the ball at the 42-yard line with 17 seconds to go. That's given them pretty good field position in the situation. Remember, a field goal win this game right now. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised they didn't take that one deep, Dan.
I agree with you, Brent. I hate that short kickoff. But when I was in Cade McNown's position, I loved it because I want that field position. Only 17 seconds to go, but McNown has all his timeouts. But the problem is this guy. Saylor has got a bad right leg.
Well,
and I don't think he can kick a long field goal to win it.
Maybe they'll just find Farmer and forget about it. And
what am I talking field goals for? I'm sorry, I lost my head.
UCLA is playing on a 98-yard field and Oregon 100, judging from that last touchdown call. So here it is with 17 seconds to go. Shotgun look McNown. Pretty good time. Gonna fire one deep. Polly Dixon and the quarterback's got it. The backup Drew Barrett's got it. The Hail Mary are inside the 5. The decision to kick short now is a horrible one. Drew Bennett, we told you earlier in the game, with a vertical leap of 39 inches, makes a 52-yard reception.
McNown is going to look to his receiver on the left side, then back to the right, now back to the left, and this is what he wants. He's got 2 receivers and only 1 defensive back there. McLemore can't make the play on the quarterback.
Right away, they'll kick it. 21 yards. Can they block this one? Here's Saylor. Saylor's got it out. No! He missed the field goal. Oregon's still alive. We'll go to overtime. Can you believe it? Let's take a deep breath. And let's come back. We're tied at 38. You got it. Third down. Akili fires Griffin incomplete. 1 down left. And then it'll go back to the 25-yard line. And the Bruins will have a first down.
Shows you how important it is to win the toss and be able to defer and show your team exactly what you need based upon what your opponent does in overtime. Guy's a little animated on the sidelines, isn't he?
He's a great picture. The calm one. Oh, what the heck? You know, everybody's got to play for 4th and 22. Now Akili Smith. The Ducks have not been denied all day. Bad exchange. Picks it up anyway. eludes one. Near midfield, fires down to the middle. Intercepted by UCLA. UCLA's got it on interception. They can score on it, but if he goes down, it'll come down to the 25. 25-yard line as Ryan Rock makes it 4 consecutive games in which he has intercepted a pass, and he has to wait until overtime in the 4th one.
With his left hand.
And Brown is his tailback. Brown to the middle, slashes left, breaks a tackle, and busts it for about 7 yards. Powerful run for junior Keith Brown. Saylor hoping to get another chance, wanting to erase the ugly memory of how regulation ended. Borges calling the offense over there on the side, has Cade McNown. 2nd and 4, and there's Foster calling the defensive plays for the Ducks. Brown again, middle opens. Brown, first down, UCLA beaten. Yes! UCLA, 15 in a row. Longest winning streak in school history. The Ducks lose a heartbreaker in overtime. The Rose Bowl in Pasadena, California. The scene of one of the great games in recent memory. And Chris Saylor, who missed one at the end of regulation, he wins it in overtime. 41-38. UCLA by a field goal. Agony on the Oregon sideline. But across the way, pure ecstasy. Win number 50 in a row for UCLA. A team on a drive and a mission. Not wanting to look back until they reach Tempe, Arizona on the night of January 4th. Right now, let's send you to John Saunders and Todd Blackley.
Score, 1st and goal. Thomas Jones over the top. Jones had a career-high 207 yards. 3rd quarter, Virginia up 38-17. Aaron Brooks hit by Nate Stimson.
Having some trouble.
Fumbles. Delonta Cameron scoops it up, and there he goes. 35 yards for the score. A record set in this game. More on that later. Virginia up 38-24. 4th quarter, trailing by 5. Tech on their own 46. Joe Hamilton to Des White. And he does it. 54 yards and in. Tech adds a 2-point conversion, and they're up 41-38. First lead of the game. 34 seconds left. Cavs on the Tech 25. Brooks under pressure, hit by Stimson. Tries to get rid of the ball. Intentional grounding is the call. 5 yards and loss of down. Virginia. 4th down on the 37. UVA kicker Todd Braverman trying from 54 yards for the tie. 2 feet short. Georgia Tech winning at 41-38. Braverman dejected. The Jackets celebrating sole possession of first place in the ACC.
Get after him in a hurry. They're blitzing on 3rd down. Couch picks it up and's got his man. Craig Yeast over the middle. Yeast to the corner and touchdown, Kentucky. The air raid at full. Kentucky knocking on the door again, and Couch leads them out. And he gets a warm reception from the 4 folks in the end zone. 4th down conversions. Kentucky has had 17 of them. And Couch keeps it, and he's going to be stopped at the 3-yard line. Georgia hunkers down and makes the play. Arantes Grant not fooled by the quarterback keeper, and Georgia has stopped Kentucky. Winding down the 1st quarter. Georgia trying to get something going offensively. Carter, the throwback down the sideline, and it's to Orlandis Gary. He was inbound.
Yes, I know.
At the 37-yard line, Orlandis Gary. So you just know Kentucky's going for it.
Georgia fans are wanting their dogs to hunker down again.
the tailback. Couch to throw it to Yeast. Touchdown. Craig Yeast got one-on-one coverage against Champ Bailey. And Tim Couch and Yeast beat the Heisman Trophy candidate.
Boy, did he beat him.
Michael Greer split out way to the left. He didn't play last week because of injury. Got his tight end wide open. Larry Brown rumbles down inside the 5-yard line. Zerker made the touchdown-saving tackle. Now here comes Georgia. The pitch back to Gary. Gary hops over one and then hops into the end zone. Alandis Gary for Georgia pulls the Bulldogs to within 4 points. Scores his 5th touchdown on 3rd down. Kentucky trying to hold them right now.
Carter can't hear the snap.
Carter turns it up, gets a first down, he's loose again. Quincy Carter in a foot race with Marvin Love. And Love finally catches up to him at the 24-yard line. What an athlete. Quincy Carter, a baseball star, and now a star quarterback in the end. Kentucky not blitzing. Carter lets it go for Small in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. Tony Small got one-on-one with Chris Caton, and the Bulldogs for the first time today have the lead.
Boy, Kentucky got an excellent.
Dennis Johnson. You see the standings in the East. Georgia trying to stay 1 game behind of Tennessee. Kentucky mathematically is still in the SEC East. They would have to get some help, but the Kentucky team, if they can win out, that game against Tennessee at the end of the year could be very, very big. Wiggins in motion. Carter looking, dumps it out, and he's got his man. Touchdown to Wiggins. That was the man in motion, and Jermaine Wiggins scores his first touchdown this year. It's actually split out to this near side. Champ Bailey has him one-on-one. Homer up the middle. Runs over Smart, gets it down close to the goal line. He just lowered his shoulder and drilled Kirby Smart. First down, Kentucky, 1st and goal at the 2-yard line. And Homer, touchdown. Kentucky makes it a 2-point game as Derek Homer scores his 4th touchdown of the season. And now the Cats, Dave, you got to think they're going to go for 2 here.
Yeah, I think you do go for 2 in this situation. Well, if it's not going to hurt you a field, you're going to need a field goal. I don't know that they've gone for 2, have they, Bob?
Nope, first time they're going to try. This to tie the game. And Derek Homer is short. Arantes Grant keeps him out of the end zone, and Georgia keeps the lead. So Kentucky scores, but they fail on the 2-point.
As you said, he's got to get to about the 20-yard line. That's a safe field goal from the 20-yard line.
Homer on the draw. Tough play because now the clock rolls.
Now they got to hurry. They got to spike the ball to stop the clock. Well, this is a long field goal right here. If you were to kick from here, you're looking at about a 52-yarder. You want to pick up about maybe 10, 12 yards. Get down to that under 45-yard range to give Hansen a shot. If you got a chance to get that first down, that would stop the clock. But remember, too, Bob, they still have their timeout left.
Couch swings it out to Homer. Georgia covers it well, and he can't get out of bounds.
It'll be 4th down. They're going to have to call their timeout now.
Clock rolls down to 10 seconds. Now they call the timeout. For the 2nd straight week now, Seth Hansen will get a chance to win the game for the Wildcats.
Well, the thing that you think about here is that it's got to be a low trajectory kick to get the distance on it. There's not really any wind. The flag is straight down. There's no wind either way.
Mummy wouldn't fake this, would he?
No, I hope not.
Here we go. 49-yard attempt. This to give Kentucky a win. Matt Mummy to hold it. He bobbled a snap, and now Mummy's got to take off. The ball is intercepted on the pitch by Mann. Larry Mann makes the interception. The snap was low. Matt Mummy bobbled it. They don't get the field goal off, and Georgia has beaten Kentucky 28-26. The kicking game failed Kentucky this week. And Jim Donnan's Dogs go to 4-1 in the SEC. They stay one game behind Tennessee, and they win a big one on the road today.
President George Bush wouldn't miss this one. A sellout crowd of better than 58,000 here to see a critical matchup in the Big 12. Today it's the Red Raiders of Texas Tech.
A running game. They also want to get McCown to pass a little bit early.
Leroy Hodge in motion. They're going to pass on first down. Plenty of time for McCown, but he's going to go down near the line of scrimmage. May have gained a yard, and the ball is loose.
He was looking for Dante Hall, and Hall was covered. So he tucked it away and just took it up himself. And Tech says they have the loose football.
They're still trying to sort things out. That's a rugby scrum, and the officials are a part of it.
Love all the politicking that goes on during a loose ball.
That ball may have changed hands 4 times since the original whistle, and Tech has the ball.
Oh, my.
The turnover to start the game. Spike Dykes thrilled with his defense, coming up with an 8 out of 10 on the year. Plenty of distance and through the uprights. Burkholtz with a 46-yarder. The sophomore from Temple, Texas, put Spike Dykes and the Red Raiders on the board first after the turnover. 3-0. Texas Tech. First drive that A&M has been able to sustain. Toombs the fullback with a big hole. Still on his feet. To the 15. Jamar Toombs, the freshman. But the defense of Tech stops the long drive of the Aggies. A try of 25 yards. You're going to fake it. The trick plays worked last week to the end zone. Touchdown. Don't tell anybody this offense is conservative. Dan Campbell with the catch. Defense on their heels so that they can't make any adjustments a little more than 6 seconds. Derek Doyce the catch at the 35. Across the 40 and out to the 45-yard line on first down. They'll move the chains.
See, now they'll get
Tech great against the ball. Your ball is down. Now up Monte Rager, I believe, came up with it. McCown never had it. Rager another big play, and he's had plenty of defense and come up with the big catches. Second down, plenty of time, plenty of room for Peters. Got a first down and more to the far sideline and knocked out at the 11. Brandon Jennings, the safety touchdown. Peters at 6'2", 229, the second leading rusher on the team. Here comes the leading rusher, Ricky Williams, to the end zone, touchdown. Touchdown number 11 on the season for Ricky Williams on the ground. And again, the Red Raiders take advantage of a turnover by the Aggies.
It's a big punt here, Terry, because A&M's going to get good field position.
Line drive kick, Chris Taylor at the 47-yard line. Cuts back, has some room if he can turn it outside. 30 and out of bounds at the 27-yard line. Chris Taylor with a return that will set up. Campbell and Spiller in for R.C. Slocum. McCown on the roll, under pressure, throws, and this one's picked off. He was going for his tight end, Campbell, who's already had a touchdown catch, but John numbers out of anybody on the Butkus list right now. He's one of the semifinalists.
Rob Peters almost lost the ball.
Roberson gets it away. Taylor at the 41 of Tech. Still dancing. Cuts back straight ahead to the 27-yard line.
Not only shake the ball loose, but it will rattle your fillings.
Russell Bynum on now for a try from 37 yards. Line drive kick, and no good.
They're just not hitting on all cylinders right now. Texas A&M is just away now.
A&M with a huge advantage in total yards. But not on the scoreboard. McCown throws, gets hit. Dante Hall with a catch. Still up inside the 30. Still on his feet. Hall down to the 5-yard line. Dante Hall with a great catch, and then the yardage after it.
Coleman and Sean Banks, some outstanding linebackers.
That defense last week allowed the 1 touchdown and 6 times inside the red zone. Now 3rd and goal from the 1. Ball got there. Dante Hall. with a 1-yard touchdown run before halftime. Injured last year, if you remember, against Nebraska. Has been injured this year, but he comes on as the long field goal kicker.
55-yard attempt.
Not long enough. And the first half ends. Spike taking a try from 55 yards. A little bit against the wind, though. 14-10. Texas A&M coming back after early turnovers. Valvoline halftime 98 comes up next. The junior out of Katy, Texas. Play action. Peters to throw over the middle. It's picked off at the 26-yard line. Brandon Jennings. Ill-advised throw again from Peters.
Kerry, this is one of the nation's top rushing teams, Texas Tech. One of the biggest offensive lines in the country, college or pro. And yet they are just determined to throw the football. And this time Peters throws into coverage. He never sees the safety. He's watching the corner and the wide receiver, and he never sees the safety come over and make the play. He was under some pressure but had plenty of time to throw. I just can't figure out why, in fact, they just don't start banging.
And they move not only the chains, but the ball up even further. Just outside the 35. Williams with 77 yards on the day. Peters throws into traffic, and it's picked off again. At midfield, again, Rob Peters with an ill-advised throw. Cedric Curry with the interception. And it begs the question, why?
A field goal attempt, but of course this is where they got their touchdown. You've got to be conscious of the fake.
And Leckler threw to Campbell on the fake early in the game. Down, up this time, and inside that right upright. Not by much. A 24-yarder for Russell coming. Peters to throw. Hasn't been successful at all in the second half. Donnie Hart comes back to make the catch. Holy cow. It looked like he was out of bounds, and obviously good. Peters the straight drop, going to the end zone. One-on-one in the back end of the end zone, incomplete. Through the hands and out. Derek Doris had a shot, but good coverage by Jason Webster.
So it's a chance, but it's not really.
And now there's no chance. The Aggies with the win. Spike Dykes' club came in, played well defensively, never really got it going offensively, though, as they have in the last couple of weeks. And R.C. Slocum gets the win over one of his best friends in college football. Two Texas guys who have been close for a long time. 17-10, Texas A&M a winner today in College Station over Texas Tech.
R.C. Slocum doesn't care how ugly it was. He's glad to have the win.
With Tim Brandt, I'm Terry Gannon. The trick play early on and the fake field goal, a big one after the turnovers. And A&M victorious at home. They continue to roll in the Big 12. So long, everybody.
Good protection. Got a man wide open. Touchdown, Texas! Was the motion receiver. Here is the toss to Ricky Williams. Got an alley and explodes into a 25. Look out, got great speed. 40. Out to midfield with Ricky Williams. Out the short one. 2nd 9. Here he comes again. Toss play. Stretches the field. He gets by the first man. Out of bounds. But he picks up another 8 yards. And Mike Brown.
Number 13. He can't keep up with the big man. Watch the big shot right there.
White, great protection. Brian White puts the ball down, and Stockton too has been injured, just coming back from that. Crystal with a great play fake goes down. Get Wiggins wide open. Crosses midfield to the 45-yard line. You can look from behind the play. Crystal, play fake, got his tight end again. Last week, Croucher put it down for him. Pulled it to the left. Pulled it badly to the left. He's going to throw. The offensive line doing a great job. Cavill going deep. Makes makes the catch at midfield.
Watch the concentration. It's a little bit underthrown. He had to check.
In. Shotgun look from Crouch. Gonna run back up the middle. Runs away from the defense. Spins to the right hash. Pulls this one right through that time. 7-yarder. Right straight down the middle. Perfect. Crouch brings it down to the left and breaks into the secondary. Touchdown, Nebraska.
Vicka right there. Crouch sees a huge hole right in the middle. No safeties are up there. He gets blocked.
For the Huskies, number 35, Chris Brown.
And Crouch is just picking his heels up, heads for the end zone. 93 yards.
Throw picked off. Brown's got it. 3rd and 5. Crouch brings it. And he is fumbled. Texas recovers. To the needs 10. Gonna go deep. Got White wide open. Got it. Midfield. 35, 30, 20. Out of bounds. The ball is at the 2. Did they come back with touchdown? Ricky, here he comes pounding. White to we're tied in Lincoln. Here's the toss play to Buckhalter. First down, still going, powering his way inside the 30. Steps away, fires far side. White.
Watch White work the sideline here. Does he have it? Yes.
Brown to the left. Steps back into the hole and trying to find daylight. Does. Barges. Applewhite straight ahead. I believe he's got it. Ricky steps. Ricky dives to the 1. Ricky smacked in the back. His fullback lead blocker Brown to the right. Now they send Williams out in motion over to the left side of the field as a wide receiver. Applewhite's going to throw on 3rd down. Rolling, tossing, diving, touchdown Texas! They cut it! Wayne McGarity, a diving.
Keep running until you find somebody. McGarity, you know, last week Applewhite ad-libbed on a play on a 2-point conversion when he shoveled the ball forward. That makes a great catch.
Now Stockton, an important extra point. It makes it a 4-point. Here's Alexander, blows through the middle. Yard line, first down. Alexander hit. Buckhalter alongside Eric Crouch, and on 4th and 6, fires high. They stretch the clock. Ricky breaks a tackle to the 40. 38-yard
winner, maybe another one.
3rd down and 14 as the final seconds tick away. Texas, a winner, an upset winner again, twice in a row. 2 years ago, they went to the inaugural Big 12 championship game and stunned Nebraska. And here today, they come into Lincoln and snap a 47-game home winning streak. The first road team to win in Lincoln since Washington back in 1991. And they do it in stunning fashion, 20-16. It was a touchdown pass by Major.
The nation. Junior quarterback Doug Johnson is coming off his best performance of the season, a near flawless effort 2 weeks ago against the Auburn Tigers. Travis McGriff continues his all-star play. McGriff and the Gators know all about the Florida-Georgia rivalry, the most storied series in Gator history. The Bulldogs are making noise this year too, led by talented freshman quarterback Quincy Carter and the versatile Champ Bailey, a big play threat on both sides of the football. The Bulldogs are back.
This is the big game of the year for the Florida Gators. What's happened in the early 90s, it seems like Tennessee and FSU have become our biggest rivals. It's the game that gets the fans most excited. But personally, for me, as a guy that played here in the 60s and know the history of Florida football, this should be our biggest game of the year because Georgia's been a thorn in the side of the Gators since we started playing way back in 1906.
The rivalry is back, and the Gators are relying on their nationally ranked defense to slow down Jim Donnan's Georgia Bulldogs. It's Florida versus Georgia today at Alltel Stadium in Jacksonville. At the Georgia 11. McCaslin, big hole. Inside the Georgia 2. Johnson keeps it and throws it right into the end zone. The Gators keeps down to the first quarter for the Florida Gators. And they take it. Georgia going for it on fourth down, and they get it to the big tight end. On fourth down. Bailey trying to go over the top, and he is not able to get into the end zone there. This time it is Bradley, and Bradley is able to get in. Good toss to Travis McGriff. Football. Very down play for the Gators. Johnson throwing for Willis. Alex Willis at the 20, and then coughs up the football. Then Georgia fumbles it. And the Bulldogs have it at the 6. Freshman punter Win Cop kicks it out of there. Travis McGriff from the 34-yard line. He has a chance to make a big return here, but Bulldogs close the gap in the second period. Now here's Doug Johnson. And his pass is caught by him today. And this one, I believe it is intercepted. The Bulldogs have it. Harris picked it off. Once again, Doug Johnson forcing that football. Carter's got his man Small. And Small is stopped short, then the ball is fumbled. And it looks like Florida's got it. The Gators have recovered it. What a huge sporting event annually here in Jacksonville. Quincy Carter running away from the pressure. His man is open. It is Small. Tony Small made a nice throw. Carter with all day to throw, and Small is open again. Again, Tony Small making great moves, and he staggers for holding. And Hap Hines kicks it. He missed it. Oh, it was off target from the get-go, off the foot. McGriff has the first down. And snap, Johnson trying to make a play out of it. And he does to Alex Willis. Big 3 catches already. This is Nafis Kareem. Play that Georgia has used today offensively. They've got 1 touchdown and 1 interception throw. This is Willis again, and Willis. Travis McGriff got away from Jax Billion. A 25-yard field goal try is good. Small. First down for the Bulldogs. Champ Bailey. The give is to Gary. The give is to Capel on the end around. He throws it back to McGriff. Doug Johnson is open at the goal line, and he pulls it in for the touchdown. There's razzle-dazzle at his finest. There's a trick for you on Halloween. His voice sounded a little hollow. Bailey made a great catch at the 30. With good protection. But now just a minute later they're at the 20 of Florida. He wants to get Larry Brown the ball, and Tony George has it for Florida. George stepped in front of the Georgia tight end and picked it up. Those opportunities, there's a big difference in the ball game. A deflection and an interception for Manuel, and then he fumbles the ball. And I think Georgia got it. I'm telling you, that kind of play, it's more the surprise than anything else. And there's a fumble, and Tico Brown pulls the ball out of the air. Chris Terry pursuing from behind, and Brown is tackled at the 7-yard line of Georgia. Well, Tico Brown was able to grab it out of the air as Jasper fumbled. They are first and goal at Georgia's 9-yard line. And the give is to John Capel, the speedster to the 5, and he races into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. They tack on 6 more. It is 37-7 with 38 seconds to play. The Gators returned to the favor from a year ago. Georgia with a 20-point win last season, and it snapped a 7-game Florida win streak in this rivalry. Well, the Gators got perhaps a new winning streak going here this afternoon and evening in Jacksonville with a very impressive 38-7 victory against Jim Donnan and the Georgia Bulldogs. So Florida keeps its hopes, outside hopes of another appearance in the SEC championship game alive. They're going to have some help from some folks.
It's November time in college football. Big game time with big time rewards, and almost always some of those big games played in the big house at Michigan. A glorious new year for the Wolverines.
You just won the national championship.
But the start of the season was sour with losses to Notre Dame and Syracuse. Since 6 straight wins, defense and more defense. Next 3 top 10ers in a row. Penn State with its tough defense. And the Lions' long ball offense. Yep, November put up time. The Penn State Nittany Lions, 6-1, ranked 10th in the BCS poll, higher in others. The Michigan Wolverines, 6-2. They've won 6 straight. They're ranked 22nd. One of the great scenes in college football. The Michigan Wolverines coming into the big house to play the Penn State Nittany Lions. Tied in, Campbell and Tooman both in there for protection. Brady rolls. He's looking for streaks. Goes underneath to Tooman. And Tooman makes his second catch of this season. 3rd down, 11 for Michigan. Pressure coming. Gets it away. He's got his man wide open. Aaron Shea, touchdown. The knee reconstruction. Pressure coming from the backside. Fumble. The ball is rolling on the ground. The scramble is on, and Michigan has it. James Hall looped around and got to him. And the Wolverines 1-yard line for Michigan. They'll take the points, thank you, if they can get them. Kick is up and good. So 10-0, the Wolverines at 8:40. Blitz coming. Pick it up. Passes away. Good catch by Corey Jones. They give him the catch at the 21-yard line. Perhaps indecision by both.
Nobody was open. Tell it like it is, Hoss. Come on.
So Travis Forney, the place kicker from Lock Haven, PA, walks in. He still doesn't have his scholarship, but Travis, I'm working on it. 34-yard try. It's blocked. And it is on the move in the arms of Tommy Hendricks, trying to get that 2 points, and he can't do it. James Hall, who's had a marvelous first quarter, blocked the field goal try. Penalty backs him up, make it 2nd down 11. This is Williams, fumble the ball. And Penn State's got it. Brad Scioli caught it on the fly. And so the Nittany line,
they talk about a little bit. Well, let's go. We got one good play. Let's run it.
Harris and Caramelli lined up in the backfield. It's Harris. He didn't make it.
And the thinking is, we've got this great play. If it doesn't work, you leave them down there on the 2-yard line. But don't tell that to these fans right now.
They're coming. Passes away. It is completed to Anthony Thomas down the sidelines. One man. And it is Mao Ju that saves. Brady throws it. Ty Streets catches it. Touchdown. There's a penalty flag.
It's going to be on Macklin. The mismatch in size. Streets is 8 inches taller than Macklin, who never saw the football.
On the defense. Plays decline. Touchdown.
111,019. The ball thrown to the sideline. Intercepted. Thrown right to William Peterson. He was all over the receiver. Thompson let it go, and about halfway there, but old Kevin wished he was on the string. They tried to sort it out. They were buried in maize and blue. So it is 3rd down and at least 13. Oh, he almost fumbled that thing, but he got a hold of it and throws it down the sidelines, and it's intercepted. It's picked off by Dwayne Patnam. So Thompson tried to force one to Shoppy Fields. He threw it into double coverage. Never saw the safety. Down at just outside their own 46-yard line now with Clarence Williams in the backfield. Brady back on 1st down. Gets it away. And it is caught by Eric Shea. Oh, what a catch by Shea.
Went right through a defender's hands.
Goal try. On its way.
Have had the ball, and Shea just takes it away from him.
Look at this. This is man-sized. It's 49 yards for Jay Feely. 49-yard field goal try. On its way. Got it!
That just got in the corner.
Everybody on the maize and blue side was a huffing and... This is Thomas. Round the corner he goes. 1st down inside the 5. 1st and goal. He was running behind big old Steve Frazier from Kingswood. Back in now at that guard spot on 3rd down and goal. Thomas. There's your touchdown. High hanger, deep. Oh, they're going to come with it. McCoo. It would be, in specific terms, considered a mistake.
Brackens, the backup linebacker, redshirt freshman, on the hit.
Nailed him on the 8-yard line. Dominating performance.
They still haven't allowed a point in the 4th quarter.
Casey finally runs out of room and throws an interception. Threw it right to Clint Copenhaver. Copenhaver, linebacker returning from injury.
He better get hurt again if he doesn't get off the field.
And jumping all over him. He's a very popular player and linebacker for Penn State. Mack had 12 tackles today. For Michigan, Tom Brady, 17 of 30, 224 yards and 2 touchdowns. Chevrolet donation made to each school's general scholarship fund to reward outstanding students for academic achievements and help those who need it. It's been a Chevrolet tradition for more than a quarter of a century. And so from the big house in Ann Arbor, it's a goodbye as we go to John Saunders and Todd Blackledge in New York.
You are looking live at Ohio Stadium in Columbus, Ohio. The November weather is starting to change, but the red-hot Buckeyes are a 4-touchdown favorite over Michigan State.
Well, John, your team, ranked #1, has a target on their back. What did you tell them to guard against an upset?
Well, I think we got to expect Michigan State's best shot. This can be a good football team. Anytime you're the only team to beat Notre Dame, had them 42-3 at halftime. They got good athletes, they got good coaches, and those guys are on scholarship too. So we got to expect their best shot today.
Ball Edinger with the quarterback holding a 33-yarder. This for the tie. And he's got it. Edinger with a 33-yard field goal ties Ohio State. High snap. They go through with the kick. Wise choice by the coach. Puts 3 more points on the scoreboard. This a 22-yard attempt, and he has already made 33 and 43. It's from the 5-yard line. Burke puts it down, and Edinger 3 of 3. 17-9. Ohio State with the lead. Came into the game favored by 4 touchdowns. Had to correct a bad snap that time, and it hit a Buckeye. I thought it hit 18 in the jersey, or did it hit a Spartan? Michigan State recovered it. They'll sort it all out. And they've got it. It did hit a Buckeye. That was an alert play by Michigan State. Burke fires over Plummer. Dive. Lavell's got it in the corner. And touchdown, Michigan State. A beautiful catch by Lavelle Richardson. That's his first touchdown catch of the season. 23 yards. And the Spartans strike back. The offense comes alive. Who knows what could happen here? But instead of being down 8, they're down 9. Here's Wiley. Jogs and hit from behind. And that shows you the kind of defense as the ball goes free. And the Spartans recover it. There it is. What a great defensive performance by Michigan State here this afternoon. Pete Govins wraps it up. Hit from behind and had the ball knocked away.
And you think that stadium, or this stadium, was quiet earlier. You can hear the proverbial pin drop right now as these people are saying, what is this team from the state of Michigan doing to us?
They're going to try a 49-yard field goal. Whacks it off a good snap, and it's good. Miss an extra point, kick a 49-yard field goal. Why not? It'll be Irvin picking his way. Touchdown! Michigan State ties Ohio State. With 14:20 to go, the top-ranked team, Ohio State, has been tied. And now, with a decent snap, Edinger can boost the Spartans into a lead, and Ohio State would trail for the first time this year in the 4th quarter.
Nick Saban said he wanted the pipsqueak to hang around and pick away at the bully. Well, he's picked away so far. They're in the lead. Almost.
Now you can say it. They're in the lead. Formation. Jermaine moves the pocket hard to the right under pressure. There's Peterson again. Fumble! Ball is loose. Spartans go for it. They've got it at the 20-yard line. Josh Shaw with his second recovery of the day. And it was Peterson who tore it loose again. The 3rd time he has forced a fumble. Edinger with 4 field goals today. 33, 43, 22, and 49. Here comes another 42-yard attempt. Right down the middle. He has hit his 5th field goal. And that ties his own school record. 4th down and 1. Nothing fancy. Smash mouth for the Bucks. Montgomery stood up in the hole. Did not get there. As assault. Michigan State stops the Buckeyes on 4th down. T.J. Turner, who replaced the injured Mike Austin, stepped into the hole for Coach Saban. They are 3:33 away from one of the biggest upsets of the year. It's come down to 1 down as Morris on the blitz was picked up by Wiley, but he was closing in on Jermaine.
3 plays in a row, Michigan State has elected to blitz. Look at how far inside Ronaldo Hill played D. Miller that time. He knew Miller was coming to the inside because when you blitz, the side adjustment is 9 times out of 10 the slant to the inside, especially when the cornerback plays off.
So here is 4th down, and Jermaine takes it deep, throws Miller, intercepted! Hill's got it! Ronaldo Hill! 1:12 to kill on the clock as Ronaldo Hill picks off the pass intended for D. Miller. And the Buckeye fans in Columbus are stunned. It is the 5th Ohio State turnover of the game.
And you can't give enough credit to Chris Kosh, defensive coordinator, and
the #1 team falls. The biggest win of Nick Saban's coaching career. And heartache for John Cooper and the Buckeyes. There will be no Tempe, Arizona on the night of January 4th for Ohio State.
28, Ohio State 54.
The Bowl Championship Series is up for grabs again.
Five men along the front. And Crouch back for the pass. Lets it go. He's got his man wide open. Jackson. Sheldon Jackson, the tight end, who, believe it or not, is one of the real big. Huskers have won 8 and lost 2. The Jayhawks, the Wildcats are undefeated. I knew I'd say that once today. It's touchdown for Sheldon Jackson, the tight end. So Jackson, the tight end, gets loose on successive plays, and Crouch laid that one right on his fingertips and held the opposition to a 42% completion rate. Fumble. Fumble. Ball comes loose. The Huskers pour through like water coming through a broken dam. And they're saying, we've got it. But the men in the stripes for Nebraska on their side. Crouch pitches back to the big back. Fumbles the football. Kansas State gets it right back. And doing the work, Bishop. Look here. This is Eric Hickson, who's a 1,000-yard man. So it's 3rd and 7. Bishop to throw it. Throws a bullet. Pass is completed to Darnell McDonald. And he is at the last 3 days here have just been incredibly warm. Got up to 70 at one time today, but it's cooled off some now. It's Bishop throws to McDonald. He's at the 2-yard line and taken down. Mike Brown took his legs away at the 2 when it appeared he might go in for the touchdown.
And Mike Bishop says, I want to go for it. Let's go for it. That was a nice throw and catch. Bill Snyder looks like he says, all right, we're going to go.
Well, it'll make a statement, and it also leaves Nebraska pinned if they decide to do that.
Well, it tells you how much confidence he has in Michael Bishop. I think they run the option here, Keith.
Hickson is returned to the field now, and they're coming up less than 10 seconds on the play clock.
They better hurry. They're going to either run the option or the fade. There it comes.
That's Bishop. He's in there. The 2 key blocks for Michael Bishop.
Crouch back to throw. Gets it off, and it is completed to Matt Davison. Matt Davison, of course, the young man who participated in the miracle at the 48-yard line of Nebraska. Crouch trying to turn him back into the middle and found the daylight. And he picks up a first down at the Kansas State 38-yard line. Joe Bob Clements, the tackle. Look out. All the way to the 31-yard line, where Mike Brown finally brought him down.
This program, I mean, he is a control freak and really has done very well with it. I mean, nobody can complain what he's done here.
On first down and 23 now. Sack. Ball's loose. Huskers got it. Was he down? No. Nebraska ball. Lauren Kaiser. That tackle that Bob talked about a while ago got out of his lane and got burned on the run.
Defensive back from the left side is never going to see the ball coming. He's covered, but he doesn't see the ball. Crouch puts it right.
Rocket making the catch. Bishop, quick drop, looks for the crack, finds it. Oh, fumbled the ball. It's picked up by the Cornhuskers, Clint Finley.
It's the third fumble that the Cornhuskers have caused. This one, Bishop picks up after a quarterback draw.
Three people who play those two positions. This is Crouch looking for the crack, found it. And runs very well. Pass down the middle, completed. Inside the 5 goes Chevin Wiggins, the wingback. Turned away with a 1st and goal inside the 5. The kick is an 18-yard field goal try that is good. And it becomes 17-7. Michael Bishop runs away from the pressure, gets his pass off. He's thrown it a mile. He's out there. It's Luckett, the little man. What a big play for Kansas State. Bishop's got it. Inside the 5-yard line.
What's the option here?
Bishop keeps it, cuts it back inside and gets to about the 1 where he runs into Mike Rucker. They call him fumble. Nebraska says we've got the ball. He was in the stack. They dig out of the stack, and it's in the arms of a Cornhusker.
The Huskers are running off the field. The Cats can't believe it.
Now, because it's Nebraska's ball, first down, just outside their own 1-yard line.
And here's a look at it, Keith.
That thing almost crawled away from her to do the punting. And it's a beauty. And Allen goes all the way back to his 20, back to his 16. Now here comes. He gets 1 block. He gets 2 blocks. He breaks a tackle.
There he goes.
And finally stopped at the 40-yard line.
There's a knack.
The foul. Illegal block. In the back.
This
by the receiving team.
This is a huge foul.
Penalty from the spot of foul.
Bishop with a lot of time down the middle. He's got his man McDonald. They played him soft, and McDonald's going to get away. And just short of the goal line. Mike Brown stopped him just. Bishop comes quickly to the line of scrimmage. All right, 1st and goal from the 1 for K-State. Bishop dives at the goal line, and he's in there. Touchdown.
Orange Bowl has moved back to the Orange Bowl Stadium for their game.
This is Hickson sliding off the pile and breaking loose and making a big play. Play clock ticking down to 2 to get it off. Bishop throws. That's McDonald. Touchdown. Low snap, bounces. It's handled by LaFleur. He gets another good kick. Runs Allen back to the 40. Look out.
Look out.
He's out of bounds at the 12-yard line.
We told you that Kansas State had the best special teams in the country.
Good.
Close, but good.
Yeah, he didn't exactly.
Yep. Yeah, that's
First down from the 33 now, and this could be a big series as Bishop gets away and now throws, and it could be picked off, and Nebraska knocks it away.
It was, yeah.
And it was picked off.
Deflected and caught.
That ball is deflected and intercepted by Kelly. Went back there and made that tumbling interception. And now Bishop sends Murphy to the line of scrimmage with the ball, and he loses it. And here goes Nebraska the other way. Ralph Brown, and they will not catch him. And just like that, a bolt of lightning.
You got the feeling with Nebraska on offense.
You got trips at the top of the picture. 3 wideouts up there. And Bishop goes that direction and finds McDonald. And McDonald breaks a tackle and is finally brought. Far hash mark gives him a little better angle. He'll kick it from the 16-yard line. A 26-yard shot is good. I mean, let's see. Been a great similarity in the first year of the last 3 Nebraska football coaches. Good run. Crouch keeping. Now flips it.
Nicely done.
Buckhalter moves it on down the field. Crouch coming down the line on the option, turns up again and finds daylight. And he goes inside the 10-yard line. It's 1st and goal Nebraska before the backfield. And back goes Crouch to throw. He's got a man.
Touchdown.
Sheldon Jackson, the tight end, had broken free. Low snap. He got some room over there. Comes back into the end zone. Touchdown, McDonald. Is at hand. 4th and 9 for Nebraska. Pressure coming. They got him. That's a face mask. That is a face mask, wasn't it?
The referee had his hand on his flag and didn't throw it.
Here comes Oaks.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt. He got him by the face mask. Look to the umpire to see if the umpire may have seen it.
He'll go deep. You know he's going as fast. The Kansas State defender fell down. And the fumble. And Kansas State has it. And could score with it. Yes, touchdown, Jeff Kelly. And 3 seconds remain. And the students have come tumbling out of the stands.
They can't wait any longer.
They've been waiting and waiting and waiting. Enough of these heroics.
There go the goalposts.
Let's have a party.
At both ends, the goalposts are coming down. So
they get penalized here, Bob, for the celebration, so they're going to come way back outside.
Who's celebrating? The fans or the players? How could they tell?
Matter, Michael put the ball down, killed the play, and the game's over. And it's done. The Chevrolet most valuable players of the game are Eric Crouch and Michael Bishop. Crouch 10 out of 21, 139 yards, 3 touchdowns and an interception. 22 carries, 103 yards rushing. Michael Bishop 19 of 33, 306 yards, 2 touchdowns and an interception.
Samuel's got it nailed. Neither the stakes nor the crowd can get much bigger than what we've got in the big house today. 111,000, maybe the largest crowd ever to watch football in the United States as Wisconsin visits Michigan. Strong safety. Samuel with time and incomplete and intercepted through the hands of Ahmad Merritt and right into the hands of Andre Weathers.
Early in the game, you can drive a stake in the heart of an opponent in a situation like this by jumping them early.
It's a does not work for Michigan. Jason Doring reading it alertly. Up to stop Jay Feely. A handful of plays, and we're still first quarter. Samuel with time to go deep, looking for Chambers. Open, got it. Chased by William Peterson, who can't catch it. Touchdown, Chambers, 80 yards. If he wins today and wins next week at Columbus. Brady with time. Aaron Shea inside the 10, first and goal. In the country, starting 4 guys who didn't have scholarships when they arrived in Madison. Brady pumping once to the back of the end zone, and a leaping catch by Jeremy Tooman. In the first. Here is Anthony Thomas, huge hole. Only Doring can get him. He doesn't get it. Touchdown, Anthony Thomas, 59 yards. Football. After a fake to Williams, Brady wanting to go deep for Marcus Knight, who is all alone. Adamoff drives him out at the 35-yard line. Knight, almost the forgotten man of the Michigan wideouts. Hit for 32 yards from the 15. Thomas again. Shea out with 2 blocks to set up another touchdown run by Anthony Thomas. He ought to go right over and shake Aaron Shea's hand. As far back as you can get. And a high snap is blocked. Vincent had it blocked. Picked up at the 10. The Wolverines get a bit of a return by Sean Thompson. But the Badger special teams do it again. Though has missed only once all year. 16 of 17 with a long of 48. And he adds another one to that. Williams cuts back into the clear. Another saving hit at the 20 by Jason Doring. He goes for it here. 29 yards by Feely is good. Brady deep out Knight inside the 40 of the hold. John Jansen the snap. Enough leg. And he punched it right through.
And he slipped and fell as he...
Kavanaugh hit as he delivered by Whitley right into the waiting hands of James Hall, who earned Defensive Player of the Week honors in the Big Ten last week. 2 sacks, a forced fumble, a blocked field goal against the...
Very low grade, but they'll get a chance to play again next week, and I'm sure with their fine coaching staff, they'll be right back and ready to play.
Maize and blue all afternoon today as 111,217 saw a dominating Michigan performance a la the national champions of a year ago. 27-10 the final. Wisconsin no longer undefeated. For Bill Curry, Dave Ryan, and our entire ESPN crew, Dave Barnett, so long from Ann Arbor, Michigan. This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. Let's send you back to the studio and Larry Beal.
CBS Sports welcomes you to Knoxville, where a light rain is falling on the mammoth crowd of more than 107,000. The Tennessee Volunteers take the field. And moments ago, Houston...
Smokies ready to, as the #1 team in the nation, puts that ranking on the line against the Arkansas Razorbacks, also 8-0 and ranked number.
Let's go back and look at the fumble by Travis Stevens caused by Painter.
Zach Painter, 37, he knifes in from the side, and oftentimes when you come in from the side on a running back, it jars the ball loose. That's exactly what happened. Arkansas, a very quick, aggressive team up front, gets to that fumble.
Out of that pile came DJ Cooper. So now Clint Sterner has them 2nd and 11. They've not been a great red zone team. Below the national average in scoring touchdowns. Here comes Sean Ellis. Sterner throws, caught. Emmanuel Smith breaks a tackle. Touchdown, Arkansas!
But they are really fast up front.
Now 3rd down and long. They need to get to the 40. He's going for longer than that and has a man open. Cedric Wilson. Down at the 25-yard line.
Mike Berry probably coaches offensive linemen as aggressively and as good as anybody in the country.
Jeff Hall trying a 49-yard field goal and hit the upright. Crowd roaring now after the illegal motion penalty makes it 1st and 34. Back at the 9-yard line. Sterner from the goal line going deep. Flag thrown. Lucas has it. Out of bounds at the 47-yard line. He beats Steve Jishua. Play action fake by Sterner. Looking deep, throwing deep, looking for Emmanuel Smith, and he has it at the 7-yard line.
It's a long, long game.
Sterner in trouble. Lofts it up in there. Double coverage. It's intercepted by Deion Grant. The second quarter is 2nd and 11 from their own 38-yard line. Clint Sterner throwing the one-on-one coverage. What a catch by Lucas. Anthony Lucas down the sideline, and he scores. You mentioned during the starting lineups, the coaches were praising Johnson for his steady play all year. T. Martin throws an interception to Zach Painter. Again, the pressure forced a hurried throw, and Zach Painter out of the hold of Benson Scott. Right down the middle. And the #1 team, the first time since then, this late in the season, unbeaten teams have gone head-to-head in this conference. This is Chris Chikuma. Shoved out of bounds. Play action fake on the bootleg. It's Sterner throwing on the run, and it is caught for a touchdown. Anthony Lucas. State trailing by 3. Martin throws, man open, caught. Jermaine Copeland with a stop for no gain. And it seems Arkansas, even with good field positions, content to take the 11-point lead to the half. Here is the touchdown pass right after you went to the update, the very first play. A 36-yard pass from T. Martin to Peerless Price.
Peerless Price just ran by Orlando Green, number 21, the defensive back for Arkansas.
Seems to get excellent field position. 2 men back deep for Tennessee. Moving along the line, a flag down. The Volunteers look to be offside. Excellent punt by Aiken. This is Jermaine Copeland from his own 39. The ball comes out. And Arkansas has recovered. Eric Branch ripped it up. Trying to force turnovers. Another offside penalty, it seems, against Tennessee. Sterner throws. Is it a catch? Todd Latterette trying a 33-yard field goal. And it is good for the senior.
And that's critical as well.
On first down, Travis Henry ripping through. Fighting for every yard to the 48-yard line. Kenoy Kennedy.
Defense.
Henry over 100 yards again. Now here he goes again. Chopped down by Kenoy Kennedy, who saved a touchdown. Down by 14 points for the second time today. Trying to get within a touchdown. Will Bartholomew now. The fullback leading the way for T. Martin. Touchdown! Out of the flat. Great one-handed catch by Peerless Price. Short first down.
Kennedy starting his 25th straight game today for Arkansas.
Big defensive play here. Martin, throwback screen. Great move by Peerless Price, and he's knocked out of bounds by Zach Painter at the 4-yard line. A 21-yarder.
No problem for Hall. And the ball's inched closer. Now down by... There's three brothers who are in coaching, including brother Danny, who's on the Arkansas football staff.
Sterner throws, man open, caught! Lucas again in front of him to give him a 7-point lead, and it's blocked! Deion Grant blocked it. Al Wilson has it. Al Wilson down the sideline, out of bounds at the 36-yard line. Chris Aiken is the punter. High snap over his head by Benji Mahan, and alertly booted through the back of the end zone by Chris Aiken. Flags fly. Benji Mahan is the snapper, and Aiken had no chance this year. This is huge. 4th down and 9. Perhaps the season hanging in the balance. Martin zips it over the middle and complete. Broken up by David Barrett, intended for Pearl. 1:54 left. Chikuma, the power runner of the two tailbacks, stopped immediately. And a timeout called by 12 to go for the first down. Sterner lost the football! Oh my goodness! He stumbled and fumbled, and Billy Ratliff recovered! All down to brace himself as he was stumbling, and he fumbled. Travis Henry well in the field goal range now, down at the 28-yard line.
When we again think back to the decision to use the timeout before punting moments ago.
Henry has a here call. Travis Henry inside the 20. First down, out of bounds, or is he? Yes, they will stop the clock, perhaps just to move the chains. But the play goes to the 13. From here would be about a 30-yard field goal for Hall. And they'll be conservative now when Henry breaks tackles. First down to the 2-yard line. First and goal, Tennessee. Melvin Bradley saved the touchdown. He remains in the game. Bryson joins them in the backfield this time. Henry up and over. Touchdown, Tennessee! They're just going to take a knee on the extra point play. It would have been a 35-yard try. Philip Fulmer apparently didn't want to block and a run back. Lucas, the only one to the left, and he'll double him up as well. Sterner in trouble. And he's across the line of scrimmage now. Sterner needs to get down in a hurry. He does, and they'll stop the clock to move the chains with 9. Just a 3-man rush. Sterner caught by Lucas, but he's on his knees, and that's the game. Philip Fulmer on a cloudy night in Knoxville played under his lucky stars. They were very fortunate to escape for the victory over this devastated Arkansas team. Now for Mike Mayock and Terry Donahue, I'm Sean McDonough saying so long from Neyland Stadium in Knoxville. We'll see you next Saturday right here at Neyland Stadium when Tennessee plays host to Kentucky.
Seniors Devin West and Corby Jones leading the Missouri Tigers onto the field, looking to upset #1 Kansas State. Last week, Kansas State expunged 3 decades of disappointment with a win over their old nemesis, Nebraska. A jubilant Bill Snyder enjoyed the most emotional celebration in Wildcat history.
Now, a dangerous Missouri team awaits, having taken the last top-ranked team to visit Columbia to the brink of defeat. Number 1 is tested again next on ABC Sports. For the first time ever, Faurot Field in Columbia, Missouri, sold out days in advance for this one. Better than 68,000 on hand to watch the number 1 Kansas State Wildcats be tested today by the Missouri Tigers. Wade Perkins has 6 interceptions. 3rd and 9 out of the shotgun. Bishop rifles one right to McDonald. A first down and more to the 45, maybe the 44 of Missouri. Michael Bishop out of the shotgun. 3 receivers to the far side. Bishop on the run. Throws to the corner of the end zone. Touchdown. Gavin Parise with the catch. Created by Michael Bishop.
Well, he knows he's got a strong-legged punter here, and if it's inside the 10, you just want to let it go. He ought to fair catch it.
Penalty marker down, and Johnson just smashed by Jared Cooper. And there's another flag.
Did not give him the 2 yards. As soon as he makes contact to this ball, the hit takes place.
Multiple penalties on the offense. Bishop, short drop over the middle. He's got Aaron Lockett who sidesteps one. Across midfield to the 49 in intent from Martin Gramatica. Down, up.
Nothing to it for him.
No problem.
No, he's hit 65-yarders. We saw him hit a 77-yarder in practice. Child's play for an academic All-American.
Now name all 16 for the 4 coaches. Jones throws, got a man wide open. John Dossman had
down here, though, Terry.
Jones under pressure, throws it up. Dossman's got it. Inside the 10 to the 5.
Great play.
Full house backfield, 1st and goal from the 5. Devin West wrapped up behind the line of scrimmage. Darren Howard.
2 tight ends. They're trying to go with a power formation. They've been best on the corners.
2nd and goal. Jones under pressure. Wanted to throw, now he's going to run. Stretches out to the corner of the end zone. Touchdown.
They've been best on the corners.
Done. Out of the gun. Bishop, who's got a gun. Not going to use it. Uses the wheels to get ahead and a first down out near midfield. Ball at midfield, 1:34. Play action. Under pressure, Bishop it picked off. Piercy's got it. Bringing it back to the 46.
Missouri ball.
4th interception for Piercy, only the 3rd all year for Bishop. Going up top on first down. It's caught by Dossman. To the 20. You remember what we told you about Missouri leading at halftime every game this year, trying to do it again. Kareem Wise comes down with it. Was he in?
Yes.
Touchdown.
And again, it was over top of the ground.
Yep, there it is.
All right, now that gives you 4 seconds.
4 seconds left until the half. Plenty of leg, but wide.
Wow.
If it was dead on, that would have been good from 60. National championship hopes on the line. The next 30 minutes of football. Marlon Charles on the first carry of the second half. Breaks it open. The near sideline. Inside the 20. And finally brought down. In a situation like this. Not this time. Bishop to the end zone. David Allen. Line drive punt. Allen with a seed. David Allen inside the 30. Cuts back to the 11. And the Wildcats for the injured Marlon Charles. They bump in the backfield. The pitch out to Murphy. Trying to get to the end zone. He's going to make it. Touchdown, Kansas State. Well, the last kick from Martin Gramatica. Brought it out from 5 yards deep. Only got to the 14. Rhodes has to bring this one up. Got a lane up the sideline. Ricardo Rhodes across midfield and brought down at the 39-yard line. 21-yarder, they're going to call it. Hooked one the first time. This time barely gets it up.
Field goal kicking for them is an adventure.
But inside, and all of that on the line is Kansas State ranked 3rd in the BCS. Frank Murphy reverses field. And now he's got a wide open field with Bishop leading it. Murphy inside the 40. And Posey runs him out of bounds. Dramatica. Knuckleball kick that doesn't make it.
Wow. Leading rusher, he goes out.
Quick drop. Jones, good coverage downfield. Corby throws this one away, but throws it right to Butler. Jeremetrius Butler with an interception, and that was the Wildcats take over. Bishop throws to a wide open McDonald at midfield. Takes 2 to bring him down. Darnell McDonald.
2 receivers right there. Lockett, McDonald.
Out of the gun.
That's where he's looking.
Over the middle, he's got a man at the 33-yard line. There is McDonald with a catch. No glory for an offensive lineman. Flanker screen. There goes Lockett with room and with great speed. Perkins wraps him up and throws him to the turf. And I don't see a penalty flag.
Here's the tackle on the outside. Ball's still going. He's still trying to drive and make ground. So he throws him to the ground. The ball is out. That should have been a fumble.
Well, he landed right on his helmet, too. But you're right. The ball was out. Play action on first down. Throwing long. Dossman is there. He makes the catch. The diving catch by John Dossman. Give it to Black. He's got a hole. The long Black's got a first down. Black to the 25. Chapman brought him down. Dossman in motion. That's who Jones is looking for. He's there. Touchdown. Wow. A huge day for John. A huge day for John Dossman. Rob West in at fullback. Devin West, the tailback, out of the eye. Jones on the roll under pressure. Throws back and incomplete. That's just good defense. To the 15. That's it.
Kansas State has none left.
Goolsby and Murphy out of the eye. Play action for Bishop. Plenty of time. Running out of it. Inside the 5. Bishop scrambling inside the 4, and he should have a first down. Moot point now. First and goal for Bill Snyder's club. Charles fighting his way. Second and goal. Murphy hit. Bubble still up. He gets to the ball. Touchdown. The ball squirted loose when he was hit, and Murphy wouldn't give up. You cannot ask an individual to do more than that.
Watch this. He takes it off the right tackle, has a lead blocker, but when he's hit, he's stripped. Now look, the ball's in the end zone. Look who's crab walking after it. It's Murphy.
Great drive from his own 24 now. West and West out of the eye. Option. Devin West turning the corner. Got rolled up the near sideline. Devin West to midfield. Give it to the fullback West. Going his way inside the 5 to the 3.
What a drive this is.
Both fullbacks in now with Devin West the tailback. They fake the dive. Jones trying to throw it away, and he does. Benson, West, and West. Full house backfield. Here comes the option. The pitch to Devin West. Cuts back, nowhere to go. Stopped at the 3-yard line. Didn't do it earlier in the game, but that's what they've been doing in the second half of the year. Jones fights his way to the 2. That's it. And we will see. A lot of time, but you got to believe Missouri's got to score. Long count. There goes Corby Jones racing to the end zone. Touchdown, but there is a flag down. To try for the field goal. Ryan Long from 28 yards. It's been a harrowing experience all season long. But this one is up and good. Game at home here in Columbia. And a chance to upset number 1. He wants to run for it. Jones fighting his way. He's got a first down.
That phenomenal miracle play.
Missouri has never beaten the number 1 team. Dossman is out there. The pass underthrown, but what a catch. Do you believe it? John Dossman has been spectacular. 33 yards, Tim. 149 and counting. Jones to Wise. He's got the catch. To the 36. They'll move the chains again.
Missouri scored 2 touchdowns in the last 2 minutes of the first half.
Out of the shotgun, Jones. Under pressure to Kareem Wise. Through his hands. Carter made a nice play. Second down. Quick drop. Throws. Incomplete. Eric Spencer, the intended receiver.
Is Dossman. And there he is right there. You got the height advantage, and he's made some great catches today. He's been your go-to guy.
3rd and 10. Jones to Wise. Hit. Incomplete. Travis Oakes applied the hit. 4th and 10. Can Corby Jones keep the drive alive?
Dossman.
Whistle it dead. Penalty will sort it out.
False start. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Repeat 4th down.
The receivers have to separate, and they have to know where those first down markers are.
Jones on 4th down. Plenty of time to Dossman over the middle, incomplete. Lamar Chapman on the coverage, and that may do.
Things are starting to look up for Kansas State. They know that national championship is still within their grasp.
One more major hurdle out of the way with 1 left.
Start this traditional day at the Horseshoe, Ohio Stadium in Columbus for the 95th game between the Michigan Wolverines and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Wiley with the pitch. Got a block from Keller. Gets around the corner. Look out! It's a foot race. He's gone. Touchdown, Ohio State. No flag. Matt Keller, the first big block. Ben Gilbert opened the door, and have a nice trip, Michael. Waiting for it. And the ball, bad snap, and Vincent kicks it out of bounds. Special teams, Jermaine back. Going to the end zone. Touchdown, D. Miller. Busy goes in motion. Brady back to throw. They take Diggs down on a good block and giving the quarter. Michigan trying to pin him back. Jermaine fakes it, rolls it out, and goes big deep. It's Boston. First down, Ohio State. They call it a fumble. They call him down. Beanbag is marked back here, but they didn't throw it as Tommy Hendricks picks it up.
They let him go.
Takes
end zone. Personal foul on Ohio State. Knee was down.
Knees are down.
Knee was down.
He's got the ball in his bosom, and his knees are on the ground.
His left knee was down.
Oh, that's a bad. Rob Renis snaps it. It's good. The hold is good. The kick is good. And so the Michigan Wolverines got a 27. More heat coming, but he steps away from it, and he goes down to Boston again, and he stopped. The pass was short. The defender. He puts a foot on it. Oh, he missed it. Wayne, Matt LeVar. And they'll have to punt it. Benson gets blocked. Buckeyes have a shot at this one. And it's finally picked up. And they're going to call the ball down back at the 20. They're going to call it down and 5.
Jermaine's pass caught by Boston. Good for a first down. He got away. He scores. Penalty flag as he canters into the end zone.
He jumps for the ball, see? And then he misses the man. Now watch him point right here. He's pointing.
Oh, yeah.
That's what they call.
Brady gets it off. And it's caught by Streets. He's loose. And then finally brought down. Brady throws, and it's Streets. Touchdown. Ty Streets on a jump ball against Ahmed Plummer makes the catch.
Shades of the Michigan State game.
Knight coming across, throws the ball, missed him, and almost intercepted. No.
Yes.
Did he get it?
Yes.
Rudzinski. Big one down the middle. Boston's there. Touchdown. No flags. Arena snaps it. Buckeyes came in, got a little heat on it, just missed it, and the kick is good. So at 4:47 to go in the third quarter, it's now a 28-13 ball game, Ohio State. Jermaine's pass hooked out here to Keller out of the backfield. Matt Keller on the move, and finally tracked down by Andre Weathers. And it's a big one. 3 points here is big. Got it. Down the middle. And he's got all day. And he throws, and it is caught. Marcus Knight. Field goal. It'll be a 30-yard try. It is good. And so Feely adds 3 to the Michigan total.
Surprises, and he didn't want anybody in his practice.
That's Boston in the middle. Boston looking for some help. He almost
time he beat Michigan.
On first down, Brady back, pressure coming from the outside. The pass is deep downfield, and it's completed to Marcus. Intercepted. Plummer. So in a series of 3 plays.
This is the best we've had so far. Along the way, the coalition, the alliance.
Wiley cuts it back. Great move. Got open field. Andre Weathers, the only man that can get him, and he does. Wow. Michigan Wolverines by a score of 31-16. And it's been quite a treat for the Buckeye faithful.
Right now, let's go down to our colleague Jackaroo. Jack.
Coach Bobby Bowden, you've got to make a second career start for a young kid at quarterback, Marcus Outzen, in what has got to be the biggest rivalry. What did you tell him?
Well, he just got to realize he doesn't have to win the darn game. Just handle the ball real good and try to make good decisions.
Now, the fight that occurred before you came back out here, now, your feelings on that situation?
I hate it. I wish it had not have happened. It happened last year, and it set off again. Maybe that'll be the last we see of that.
Well, guys, sometimes a rivalry gets even more bitter when it gets closer.
Indeed, Josh Baggs and Bolden of Florida State, 2 non-starters, we are told, have been ejected. But we have also been told that Tony George, the starting defensive back for Florida, has been tossed out. We will confirm that. And here is Tony looking out at the field at the officials. And the coaches are out with the officials, and you know right now that the reason why Chief Osceola has been held up is because of this incident. Otherwise, he would already have been out, dismounted, handed it off to the ceremonial chief for the start of today's game. Steve Spurrier is complaining that George should not be ejected. Bobby Bowden is there. Steve now folding his arms, and you can see that the officials have been holding their ground.
2 substitutes have been thrown out for the Seminoles, along with George. Bill Goss, the referee, here today, and now here comes the chief. Let the fun begin. Well, Dan, I think you should tell our viewers and listeners, because we watched for 30 minutes, we watched it develop out here on the field, exactly what happened that led to the fight at midfield.
Well, for about 15 minutes before the fight actually occurred.
Knowles are determined to get a sack this year. They didn't get a single one last year in Gainesville. Johnson's first pass, line holds up, intercepted! Jackson's penalty flag is down as Jackson dashes into the end zone. There is a penalty flag at the 30-yard line. And Johnson indicating there was defensive holding on the play.
He's praying that there was defensive holding or pass interference against the Noles. That will negate that touchdown return.
Spurrier seems confident. Defense stayed on the field for the Noles. Obviously, they think this one is coming back, and it is. Series for Spurrier and the Gators. Johnson off a fake being chased, and it is complete. The tight end had slipped out of the backfield. And a penalty for Johnson and the Gators. Off the play fake, Green is blocked, got plenty of time, coming deep down the middle, got him, McGriff! Touchdown, Gators! 50 yards, and just like Coach Bowden said, you look up, and baby, sooner or later, somebody gets deep behind the defensive. Here's third down, off a fake, Outson in trouble, fumble! Gators think they've got it. They do. Outson fumbled the ball, and Florida inside the 20-yard line. CLA. Third down and 10. Johnson has McGriff on the corner to slip him out. He's got to stay as a blocker. Johnson in trouble, has to run out. Intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Sean Key. At the line of scrimmage on first down. Here's Minor stepping over to the left, gets past the linebacker and breaks free. Close to midfield. Freshman as well. Warwick has caught 3 passes for 29 yards. Morgan now checks in as a wideout. And here comes Travis Minor spreading right. Big hole, 35, 30, 25, and busted out of bounds at the 21-yard line. First down again, a 22-yard. Here's a 36-yarder. You can see it from behind the goalposts. And the young man from Poland, former soccer star, makes this a 7-3 game. Sebastian Janikowski, if it's close, he's close. Fresh rush men at every opportunity. Outson steps up away from pressure, gets it off to the middle, complete to Peter Warwick. First down, Florida State at the 31-yard line, at 24-yard. And here is Janikowski with a 42-yarder. He is 2 for 2. Janikowski from 36 and 42 yards pulls the Noles to within. Play fake, in trouble. Purse trying to get free. Fumble! Florida's got a touchdown! Florida's got the football at the bottom of that pile unless it was taken away. Touch! They're going to call it a safety. A safety.
Man, Gerard, look at that. Gerard Warren thought he had it. Number 61, his teammates tell him to get that helmet back on. But he was all over that ball in the end zone. Again, it's a play-action fake, and it's not fooling anybody on that defensive line of Florida's.
Ball gets knocked out right there. And watch Warren, number 61, come over here.
Boy, that's a touchdown.
That should have been a touchdown. Great job by
Johnson using hand signals for his wideouts because of the noise level. Gets great time. And on the roll, throws McGriff, far sideline. Got it at the 21-yard line. What a dandy that was for 24.
And the man he beat, number 27, Tay Cody again. But this really isn't Cody's problem or his fault because Johnson does such a good job of getting out of the pocket. Look how much time McGriff has to run one pattern, then change his pattern when he sees his quarterback's in trouble, and then make a fantastic catch as he goes high to pull it down and get his feet in bounds.
3 catches, 87 yards, including that 50-yard scoring strike. And it is now first down at the 21-yard line. Here's the end around. Campbell coming back the other way off the fake. Campbell with a burner, out of bounds. They've had a touchdown and a safety. And now Chandler adds a 22-yard field goal.
His own man gets in his way.
Keith Cottrell. McGriff on a return of a punt, runs up and whacks right away with that great coverage speed that both of these schools. 4 down linemen. The 2 tackles stunt. Outson in the middle has got Lavernius Coles for a first down at the 48-yard line. He stays at tailback. Warwick is off to Outson's left. And again, they're going to throw it on first down. Almost on the deflection, Peter Warwick. 10-yard line, touchback, touchdown, Seminoles.
You know, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. For Florida State, Peter Warwick is good and lucky as the ball goes right off the hands of Marquand Manuel. And look at that running ability.
Now Outson and the Noles with half a field from the 48-yard line. Toss Minor, slashes left side. Rutledge can't get him. 35-30, and Minor loose. Going to score 6 for the Noles on a 48-yard toss around the left side.
We got a flag down on the far sideline over by the down marker, Brent. Linesman threw it. This one may be coming back.
Right in front of Spurrier and the Gators bench. And I think Steve was just saying he got him right in the back.
Holding on the offense. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down.
Boy, of all the penalties they've had, this one may be the most damaging. Great speed by Minor. That might have been the call right there. There's the hold with the block in the back there. Or was it outside here? Take your pick. I think that might have been on Peter Warwick. Peter Warwick got the call.
A couple 100 miles apart. And here's Warwick again on the end around to throw it deep. Got him! Touchdown, Dugans! Florida State, 46 yards. Peter Warwick, a high school quarterback. He is now 2 of 3 throwing the ball this year. If they can get a field goal out of this. Outson, quarterback draw. Right up the middle, inside the 25-yard line. First down on a 16-yard run for Marcus Outson. 36 and a 42-yarder earlier. This is for 41. He's the favorite. Got it. 3 of 3. And Janikowski knows all about this. 3 minutes. It's 4th down. Johnson fires. Touchdown! Intercepted by Darden to the 26-yard line. First down for the Noles. Interceptions on the day for the Kansas State is ahead. Tennessee is going to win, and it looks like UCLA is. So they still, and I'm talking now about Florida State specifically, they need 2 of those 3 teams to lose. Folks, I love the BCS, but if all 3 stay unbeaten, forget about it. There's no way you can eliminate any of those 3 teams. They should all have a chance to play for the championship. They better hope. A great performance by the Seminoles. And Coach Spurrier dashes out. And now the Noles go to the center of the field and they celebrate on their logo. This day began with the Noles and the Gators exchanging punches at midfield. It ends with the Seminole victory dance at midfield. 23-12. Florida.
While the Irish have won 9 of 10, the Southern California Trojans have won 7 in an up and down season. And the Trojans will go into this game having won 2 in a row over Notre Dame. 1996 overtime, knocked down a pass to save it, and then a last-minute field goal last year. Before 1996, the Irish had 13 successive years without a loss to USC. Chappelle back, throws it down the middle, he throws it right to Mark Cusano. And Mark Cusano, who has a long history of hurting Notre Dame, comes up with a huge play. Should be in a relatively firm part of the field, so he should get a good plant. And he didn't get much on it. So maybe he didn't get a good plant. The ball comes up about 5-6 yards. This one goes to Claiborne. We told you he was a former running back, and he hauls it all the way down to the 32-yard line, and there's a penalty flag. Here it comes. Intercepted. Corey Minor caught the ball. He tried to throw it, and Minor caught the ball.
Watch from the left side of your screen. As Sanders, he just tries to get rid of the ball, and Corey Minor is there.
Battle. 5-4. Very close to a first down. Fumbled a football. It's picked up by Ken Haslip. Haslip's on his way up the sidelines and gets out to about the 30-yard line.
They're going to allow it.
And they're going to let it go.
Yep, getting extra yardage. Well, I don't know about that.
Palmer back has protection this time. The pass is away, and he hit him. R.J. Soward, first down. Palmer's pass is away and intercepted. Picked off by Ty Good. And Good is rumbling down the sideline. Still going, still going. Penalty flag behind him. Finally knocked out of bounds way down inside the 15-yard line, but there's a flag back up. Lets it go. Good. Out of bounds. He's out of bounds. He's out of bounds when he caught the ball. I was looking at it with my glasses.
Yeah,
My binoculars, my powerful binoculars. High, deep ball thrown down the sidelines. Caught! 45-yard line by Soward. Got away from Williams. 36-yard line. Carson Palmer back. Lets it go. He's got a man. That's R.J. Soward. He's blazing fast. And he almost got away from Ty Good. Handed off inside. Morton spins away. Morton's all the way down to the 7-yard line before Deveron Harper. First and goal from the 7 for USC. Morton again. Searching in the middle. Will take it close to the 2. first down. Southern California at the 28 of Notre Dame. Chad Morton. He bounces outside. And he's inside the 10-yard line. Deke Cooper brings him down. Adam Abrams will try the field goal. It will be a 23-yard try. It is good. At 5:04 to play in the third quarter, Southern California goes out to a 10-0 lead. Spencer and Benson are deep. They're throwing. And it is intercepted by Rashard Cook. The receiver slipped, got up, and made the catch. Joey Gatherall. Clock rolls, quarters over. 10-0 Southern California. And we'll return after this message and a word from our ABC station. Battles pass. Intercepted. Rashard Cook, second of the night. Boy, he read that one like a book. And 7. Get him outside the pocket. Nope, goes straight back. Has time, too, and that is almost picked off by Claiborne. Chris Claiborne at Great Big Old Middle. Southern California Trojans have defeated Notre Dame by a score of 10-0. 3 in a row for USC. And again, the final score from Los Angeles, USC 10, Notre Dame nothing. It's a good night from the Los Angeles Coliseum.
And I think that RC and the Aggies would like to see Ricky Williams get that record early in the game so they can get back to focusing at what is most important in this ballgame, and that's beating Texas and getting out of the game healthy enough to go into St. Louis next week in the Big 12 championship game.
Against 4 wideouts, high snap, in trouble. Applewhite steps out of it in the face of pressure, goes deep, intercepted, and out of bounds. At the 15-yard line, Brandon Jennings, the free safety, but it was the pressure of the 5 men along that defensive front, all looking in at number 34, and he doesn't disappoint. He's got room to the outside, 40, 35, and smashed out of bounds. Receiver will hold on the play. Jay Humphrey will snap it. So the touchdown drive stalled for Ricky. Offsets it a little bit to the left. 11 yards shy of the record. Williams breaks a hole. Williams, hello record book. Ricky Williams runs to the Hall of Fame. Cuts back. Ricky Williams, touchdown. 60 yards and the record is his. He does it in dramatic fashion. And a standing ovation for the king of the rushers. Mrs. Williams. He raised Ricky and a twin sister and another sister, a family of 3. She did it by herself in San Diego. And the young man who passed up the big bucks of the NFL for one more crack at the record, being embraced by Tony Dorsett on the sideline. He didn't just break it, ladies and gentlemen. He smashed it.
You know, Sandy has got to be the proudest mom in all of Texas right now, maybe the whole world. Ricky is such a wise young man. Told me that he knows that the record will be shown on a lot of TV shows, a lot of highlight programs.
So it has been a 4-year celebration. And remember, Ricky Williams was not even the featured back for the first couple of years as he gets still another carry. Fumble! Adams got it. Aggies recover it. the 19-yard line. One play after the record, Ricky coughs it up with Cornelius Anthony. Recovering off to his left. Woodard was coming and caught. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Derek Spiller, the tight end. 20 yards on the scoring strike.
The secondary.
This will be a 24-yarder. And it's from that right hash. Up a little close. But he sends it through. A long one here with a slight breeze. It's sort of a crosswind blowing from across the field toward us. You can see the flags rippling a little bit. This is a 49-yarder. They're going to call timeout. Well, there are some options. If he kicks his field goal, it would be a 49-yard attempt. Now, they could make a direct snap, and he could pooch punt it with 42 seconds left here in the first half. So the Horns do have options on the play. White and Stockton have it set, and he's going to attempt it. He has a long leg. Got it at it, and it's good. 49 yards for Chris Stockton. His third field goal. Nunez, the motion receiver. Here is Ricky. 40 carries. 40, 35, and a foot race. And Ricky Williams is pushed out of bounds at the 15-yard line by Brandon Jennings, but 38 more yards on his 40th. The short or right side for Applewhite. Back to the middle, touchdown, Cavill. A beautiful look off by the Major, who looked in Ricky's direction and then quickly came back on the slant to Cavill. The Aggies. McCown goes deep, got one-on-one, got him! Down at the 8-yard line, Chris Cole. And the Aggies.
No, he's got a tattoo on his arm. He's a tough guy. He's not going to whip.
Barbed wire and all, my friends. Here it comes. Got it.
No, I'll make it.
Fumble by Ricky. Loose, Aggies. They've got it. The second fumble by Ricky Williams. It is marked down at the 16-yard line. McCown got his tight end. Touchdown, Aggies. Derek Spiller, his second touchdown of the game. 17 yards.
Ball game as he is to the beginning. And this is a phenomenal number. 50 tackles. Wow.
So the second punt of the game for Ryan Long. Fielded at the 41-yard line. Breaks free and caught from behind at the 25. Jason Webster. The best cover corner. With a count. The Horns blitz Walker. Throws one-on-one. Bumgarner's out of bounds. They're going to give it to him. He makes the catch inside the 5-yard line. Kept the foot in bounds, or he was forced out by the DB. It's legal in the college game as Jammer was there, 16 yards.
Here he is on the outside. Jammer comes over from his weak safety position. McCown sees Jammer has his back to the quarterback now.
That's a great catch.
Great catch and a great call by the official.
Strength of the formation to the left. They run the option the other way. McCown doubles back toward the end zone. And McCown has got it. McCown for the touchdown. Ties it. And the Aggies will go for one in the lead. And the Major steps up. Got Ricky in the middle. Goes further. Got by Cavill. Free at the 25, inside the 20. The Horns on the other. And Stockton nails it. R.C. Slocum and the Aggies with a great rally here in the fourth quarter. But Ricky Williams and the Horns came down the field behind Major Applewhite. And Chris Stockton makes his fourth field goal of the game. Five seconds left. Goes over the final play here with the prevent defense being set. And folks, when I say prevent, I mean it.
Well, this is the best time for prevent defense. I don't like it any other time, but if there's only 4 seconds to go and you need 70, back them all up.
Randy McCown. No relation to Cade McNown, I might add.
Almost there.
And Randy back in the shotgun, and here we go. Close to being incomplete, and the Horns win it. The Horns hook their arch rival. Mack Brown turns the fortunes of the Horns around in his first year. They go unbeaten in Austin. And a stirring last-minute comeback. But the man of the day, the season, and the last couple of years is Ricky Williams. 44 carries today for 259 yards. And just to make sure he made it so dramatic, his 2 fumbles helped the Aggies get back in it. The largest crowd in history